Anita Dare is a short story writer, author of 7 books for children and teens, and recipient of a Manitoba Book Award. She's in Saskatchewan to give a workshop on writing for young people tomorrow, and then next week you're all over the place.
I am.
You're a busy person.
I try to be most of the time. I keep moving.
What's the workshop tomorrow?
Tomorrow is creative writing. It's for adults who would like to write for young people. And I'll just take them through the process. I'll tell them all about the different subgenres, writing for children, from picture books, middle grade novels, young adult novels, and give them a little bit of insight into the publishing industry as it is now.
And you've done all of that?
I have, yes.
Do you draw your own young?
Oh, no. Well, I try. Nobody cares.
Okay, okay. And the ones next week are actually with kids,
yeah,
presentations for them.
Visiting schools all over the South. It just in this area, I'm really excited about it. I'm going to 2 Hutterite colonies. One is closed and one is open. I'm going to Rollo, home of Corner Gas, as I'm sure everybody here knows. I'm really excited to see the old set. Going to Gross Butte and Eyebrow, Karen Port.
You get around.
Yeah, all the fantastic places. I love going to rural communities.
What do you do in the presentations?
Oh, I jump around a lot in this sweatshirt. So
which says Junior Canadian Rangers.
Because I'm so junior.
And a Ranger, and a Canadian.
And I am Canadian. I'm an honorary Junior Canadian Ranger.
Are you really?
This is an organization primarily in Canada's north, in isolated communities and in northern communities. Similar to the cadet program. We have Canadian Rangers who run this program for the Junior Canadian Rangers, and they focus on traditional skills, survival skills, this and that. And I've written a series of books that features adventures of Junior Canadian Rangers and the North, yes.
Which I wanted to talk to you about.
I'm happy to talk about the North. I spent a good deal of time there.
I lived in Inuvik for a while.
Did you?
I've traveled across the North. And
so you may be familiar with Tuktoyaktuk, which is where one of my books is set.
Pingo.
Yeah, yes. Poachers and the Pingos is the second book in the series.
And for people who don't know what a Pingo is.
Well, they should look it up. It's like sorry, it's the teacher in me.
Yeah, okay.
It's permafrost has pushed the earth up, and it looks like a pimple or a hill.
And there's one up there actually they put a curling rink inside of.
No.
The water came up, it froze, and they turned it into a curling rink.
Fantastic.
Very creative.
Northerners are resourceful.
It's a different world up there.
It is.
And I think a lot of people like to read about it in the South. And so, what, 3 of your books?
3, well, those 3
Yeah.
are definitely set in different parts of the Northwest Territories and the Yukon Territory.
Now let's talk about the adults. What are you going to talk to them about tomorrow?
Well, we'll first of all just take them through the process, take them through, these are your opportunities, talk to them about why they want to write for young people, and as soon as we focus in on what they might be most interested in writing, where they feel they would best fit, then I'll give them some tools, let them know, okay, this is really what you need to know about writing for this age group.
What's the biggest misconception?
That it's easy. It is not easy. You know, that's one of the bugaboos. That's one of the things that bothers children's book writers when people say, you know, I've been trying to write a serious adult book for quite some time and I'm not getting anywhere, so I think I'm going to take the easy route and write for children. It's not easy. I mean, first of all, you have to have your mind has to be like that of a child, which is not too difficult for me on occasions, as you might pick up. I mean, it's not easy. You have to have your mind in that place. You have to be able to think realistically like a child, because the character in your story has to be a child, can't be an adult trying to sound like a child. So I mean, that's one thing. Kids don't want to be talked down to.
Fortunately, I haven't hit a nerve. There's no passion here
there
at all. What's
Yeah.
the other thing then?
What is the other misconception?
You said that's one thing.
Yeah. I think that's probably
That's
the
probably
biggest
about
thing. There's
it.
all
Okay.
kinds of little things, but
There's a good chance that Anita will have more to say if you're at the workshop or
Yes.
any of the presentations next week. That's about all the time we have.
oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Get over it.
I'm just so happy to be here.
Well, I'm happy you're here too. We should say that we expect her last week, but that's a long story. Anita Dare's website is the place to go for more information on her books, stories, and presentations. And visit our website for a link. Anita is in Saskatchewan to deliver a library workshop tomorrow and presentations to kids all